Hey boys, the golf season's right around the corner and everyone needs to grab new threads after putting on some weight during quarantine. Rowback has you covered, offering extremely high quality performance polos and quarter zips that will have the cart girls asking for your number. Head over to rowback.com and use code SEEKER15 for 15% off your first order above $79. That's RHOBACK.com. Use code SEEKER15 for 15% off your first order above $79. All right, Pin Seekers Podcast, everybody. We're back for episode 3. Today we have a very special guest, Mateo Manzanares, the Mr. Fake Hip, D1 golfer, the man, the myth, the legend. Say what's up.
What's up, everyone? I'm glad to be here and supporting this podcast. I think it's great that what you guys are doing. And go ahead and just shoot questions at me. I'm here for the night.
All right. Jumping in to our first topic of the day, covering the Genesis Invitational. A lot of ups and downs in this tournament. A lot of shit that went wrong. Crazy outcome. What did you guys think of it?
I thought it was a great tournament. It was fun to watch. Like you said, a lot happened. A lot of players in contention. The delay on Saturday with the wind. I don't want to flex, but I did predict the winner. Max Homa, my guy.
It was a nice pick. It was a nice. That
was a sleeper pick for sure.
What can I say about it? I came in with a pretty hot take, and it turned out to be right. Just like my Adam Sandler take is going to be right.
I mean, that's fair. He grew up there. He grew up there, so it was a solid pick. He almost choked. I'm not going to say anything because he won the tournament because Tony was being Tony, but he almost choked that tournament, missing a 3.5 footer on 18 to win the tournament.
Well, the shot in on 18 was crazy. Like he hits that shot, and all that you think is like, "Oh, this tournament is over. He's won this tournament."
Exactly,
and then
but that's a winner's putt.
That 3-footer, yeah,
you can't miss that putt. You cannot miss that putt.
In Zach's words, that's a winner's putt. You have to make
that. It's different. It's different.
Put that on a fucking t-shirt. That would be fantastic. I'd wear that.
My pick, on the other hand, Matthew Wolff. I could not have been more wrong. I was going to go with JT. Luckily, I didn't because he came in literal dead last. He was +8 miscut. Matthew Wolff came in +6. I think he was tied for second to last after the cut, which is tragic, but it was a good shot.
Good picks.
I liked Matthew Wolff in this one, and he didn't really pull it out.
I mean, with a swing like that, how are you going to win a golf tournament?
He won 3M.
That's on God.
So what you've said is you have a really good feel for who's going to win these tournaments. JT, I mean, the tournament of his life, really. He came out and just played a hell of a 4 rounds. I can't believe he didn't win that tournament. Oh wait, he was terrible.
Yeah, that was a tough performance. Yeah, the counter argument is who would pick Sam Burns, right? That guy played phenomenal.
He played well at Pebble.
Yeah, his Sunday round. The arrows, darts he was throwing into the greens, he was making DJ look bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, you could have done that though, right?
Oh yeah, easily.
Well, it's a good thing I picked him because that would have been a very tragic day. Imagine you put like hella money on that kid and he comes out and just chokes the tournament away. He had a 5-shot lead on Sunday.
Yeah, but it was kind of a gimmick lead with that wind delay. People made like 4 bogeys because of it.
Did you guys see like the putt on I don't remember the hole
that was that.
I think it was the 10th hole. It was the funniest putt I've ever seen. He putts it.
Oh my God.
And the wind is going crazy. It comes all the way off the green and ends up probably with like a 15-yard chip. And that's how you know you can't play golf in those conditions, so it's a good thing they postponed that.
Well, the flagstick was barely sitting in the cup at that point. It was like getting ravaged by the wind, and I was actually surprised that it didn't come out.
Good use of vocabulary there, Evan.
Yeah, it's a $10 word right there. But he literally the most of an L for that was that he split the gap between the two bunkers, like the two greenside bunkers. He just perfectly split the gap. He placed his putt. There was like a hill that he had to go over on the right side. It was a putt that went from right to left from him, and he even put so much brake on it to play for the regular putt, and it just went so far left and off the front. It was unbelievable.
I mean, balls were moving after they had stopped in the green. Like, you can't play in conditions like that. It was hilarious to see.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't even know how to
it
play
was,
that.
It was great. Can we talk about the playoff though? The way Tony Finau came all the way back, he came out of nowhere. He had a phenomenal Sunday, even just to force the playoff with Max Homa. Going to the 10th hole is their first playoff hole. They both hit
Drivable
pretty
par
good
four.
shots. Yeah, the drivable par 4. It's a great hole, by the way. It's very
they're
challenging.
both striped 3-wood.
Yeah, and so Finau has a good lie, but Homa's rolls right up to a tree trunk, maybe about a few inches away, and he pulls off one of the coolest shots I've seen in a long time, and did a really good job to stay in this playoff.
Yeah, absolute hooded wedge around the tree. Probably he had to tow the shit out of it in order to get it out of there, but put it to 8 feet, which is absolutely nuts.
He had about an inch of clearance between his club face and the trunk and like the little lower branch of the tree, and just being able to get that precision down into the ball and manage to get the club face around so that it's not way off in front of the green was really, really impressive. Then he put it in within a couple feet, like 8 feet of the hole. So, I mean, even from there, most regular golfers would take a chip and be further than he was.
He is a professional.
He misses the putt for birdie, but so does Finau. They both par. Move on to the 14th.
That's a winning putt. You got to make it.
It is. It's a winning putt.
Zach's words. Zach's words.
They move on to the 14th, which is a par 3. Finau, the choke man he is, hits it into the left bunker, overdraws the shit out of it. Homa hits a great shot, nice little baby draw in. Probably ends up, I would say, 10 feet left of the pin. It was almost pin high.
Which was super aggressive, by the way. Super aggressive.
Because he was also close to the bunker too. Like
Well,
he was pretty.
The pin was 5 feet onto the green on the left, so all he had to
Yeah.
do was put it in the middle of the green, and he would have probably won that hole. But I mean, Tony hit a great shot out of the bunker regardless, but that was a very aggressive line.
No, Tony's shot out of the bunker was what kind of killed him, because he needed
He
to
put
get
it
that shot.
He left himself a uphill.
He
like
left
6
himself
foot
the
putt.
same distance that Max Homa did off the tee. If you're in that bunker, you have to be thinking, I need to make this putt. I need to make this inside 4 feet, so that the putt's like a 100% putt.
All right, Evan.
Like-
I think we should fly you out to Riviera, put you in that
No.
bunker. Shut up, and see how many times it takes you to get that close.
I'm not saying that it's
that was a
easy.
good
I'm just
shot.
saying that. It's not. He even said it after the round was over. He said that's not the shot that I wanted to play, and I left it short. Like he literally said that in an interview after the game.
Regardless,
After the
it's
round.
inside 10 feet, and professional players are
I'm not saying that's a
60%
bad shot.
inside 10 feet. So he should have made the putt, regardless. Pressure, playoff, regardless.
You know what? I'm
Regardless
fine
if he had a
with
bad
you.
bunker shot, he should have made the putt.
You know what? I'm fine with you shitting on Tony Finau because he's terrible.
I wouldn't say he's terrible.
But
He's how many starts is he top 25? A lot of them recently.
He has 1 win on tour.
I don't know. Either way,
which is kind of tragic,
Yeah.
but has
Top
he
10
misses
finishes.
up and down for par.
44 top 10 finishes in his career.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's a small
5 this season.
top 10 finish to win. Jesus.
How many wins?
1.
Oh wait,
Yep.
yeah, he can't win.
Podium
Wait, that's for my
does
fun
not
fact
mean
later.
a W.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for my fun fact.
That was a good little tease.
Like, I'm
All
so
right.
excited. Thank you.
Moving on. Puerto Rico Open. No one gives a flying fuck about this tournament. I don't like. Zach has a fun
I don't-
fact. He's gonna say it, and we're gonna move on. Zach, go ahead.
Boys, I cannot be more excited to bring you this fun fact. Okay,
This
so
is like a business pitch.
in the Puerto Rico Open's 11-year history, no winner of that tournament has gone on to win another tournament except for Michael Bradley. Guess what tournament he won after winning the Puerto Rico Open? The Puerto Rico
Puerto
Open.
Rico Open again.
Correct. Do you know the only PGA Tour win in Tony Finau's belt. The Puerto Rico Open.
Puerto Rico Open.
This is cursed.
Oh my gosh.
Cursed. It's
No
either
way.
you can't
No
go
way.
plus and win
Dude.
it. You want to hear some of the
Are there
runner-ups?
other examples?
What?
Are there other examples besides, like, how many other golfers?
I would assume 10
I'm
because
saying,
there's
so
been
you're
11
saying
years
all
of the
of those
tournament.
golfers that one of haven't won a single other tour win?
If you have won the Puerto
Every
Rico
single golfer
Open,
that
you have not won another tournament.
that's how many?
That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
my
Yeah.
god, that's 11
What's
years.
the
There's been
sample
11
size
years
here,
of this
though?
tournament.
Jesus Christ, that's
11.
insane.
You're shitting
There's
me.
been 11 of them.
Well, Tony
Yeah.
Finau won in 2016, so
And he has yet to win since.
Yeah, but do you
I
want to
would
hear
take-
some of the
I would
runner-ups?
take
Being a runner-up in this
four-
tournament is phenomenal.
okay, let's hear it.
Bryson DeChambeau and Jordan Spieth have been runner-ups. I think they've had pretty good golf careers after the tournament.
What year was Jordan Spieth a runner-up?
So-
I was about to say, when was Jordan Spieth in?
Let me see here. I had it open earlier.
Are we on to the Spitting Spieth segment?
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, we
this
always-
is where we praise Jordan Spieth.
Yeah, Zach sucks him off a little bit.
Jordan Spieth in 2013.
Okay, that
came
makes
in,
a
like,
lot
third or
of
something.
sense.
Oh, no.
That
He
makes a
tied for
lot of
second in
sense.
2013.
That makes a lot
Thank
of
you.
sense.
Thank
'cause
you.
His prime
Bryson
started
DeChambeau.
right after that.
Guess when Bryson DeChambeau came runner-up?
2017.
2017.
2017.
2017. If
It
you
makes a lot of
win
sense.
this tournament, you're doomed for the rest of the career. You come in second, oh my God, you're going to be a Hall of Famer.
That's so fucking funny, dude. That's actually a really dope fun fact. I thought there was gonna be some bullshit.
This is the greatest thing that's ever happened in golf history. The Puerto Rico Open is cursed. If you win this tournament, goodbye. You might as well retire. And we cannot blame Tony
bad
Finau
it's
for
a-
his blunders anymore.
All right. We're bringing that up. We're bringing that up every single time we bring up Tony Finau. We're bringing that up every single time we bring up Tony Finau. Too bad it is one of the worst fucking tournaments of the year. So we're gonna move on.
What are you talking about? There's a whopping like 3
Another
people
runner-up.
that I know in the field.
Do you want to
All
hear
right,
another runner-up?
Let's just keep going.
No.
Jason Day in 2009. Jason Day,
Alright.
bro. Another
All right,
runner-up.
let's just keep going. All right. Before we get
Do you
into our
want to hear
next
another
segment-
runner-up?
bro. Oh my
Shut
god,
up.
dude.
Do you want to hear another one?
Zay, you're gonna have to cut all this shit out.
Daniel Berger. Daniel Berger. If you would
No,
stop
this is Zach's.
interrupting
This is
my
Zach's
story.
segment. This is Zach's segment.
So, Victor Hovland, the 2020 winner of
We
the
got the
tournament,
idea.
retire. You have no shot. Just retire. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
All right.
I rest my case.
All right, moving on. All right, moving on. Before we get into our next segment, I wanted to quickly remind everyone to use code SECRET15 on roback.com. They offer the best, most extreme, high-quality performance polos and quarter zips that will have the cart girls drooling on you on the course. All right, moving on. Mateo, this is your time to shine. Why don't you tell us just a quick little intro about what you are, what you stand for in that fake hip of yours.
First off, I think my game speaks for myself. I don't need Roebuck. The car girls will be drooling over my Tony Finau muscles and complexion, right? And they also see my game. But if you guys are willing to hook me up, I'll look into it. I'm sure it's a great brand. Anyways, moving on. It's funny you mentioned my hip, right? Growing up, I played all types of sports. However, the hip thing, became so bad that I basically just had to find something like where I could be competitive in and push myself to be the best. And that was golf. I know Isaiah and some of you guys who may know me can contest to how hard I worked for it. Taking the bus to the golf course, working at the golf course, I get free range balls, free golf, all that. That's where I basically lived. And eventually I got to a point where I put myself out there to a lot of coaches. I put together my own video. I never had a swing coach or anything, but the one thing that transformed my game, and listen here, is a sports psychologist. For over a year, I had a sports psychologist help me out with my game. And I'd say that had the biggest impact, just the mental aspect of it and imagery. I mean, we worked on a lot of stuff, and I'd be happy to share. any of that with you guys in person and as well on this podcast. But my hip thing, it's a big part of me. I like to advertise it when I can, just because it could help get my story out there, right? Had it totally replaced when I was 17, about 6 months before I went to go play at Pebble Beach in the first tee amateur. So pretty big
Show
story
off.
there.
No big deal.
Happened about 4 years ago, right? Yeah, the total hip replacement happened 4 years ago, and my golf swing totally changed. It was really unconventional, and I had a lot of lateral movement, and now it's looking pretty good. As Noah could say, we hit balls today.
Yeah, all that to say, you have a way better handicap than anyone else in this podcast right now.
Yeah, I was gonna. What is your exact handicap?
You know what? I don't really know. I haven't really kept track of it. I mean, once you get in the collegiate level, the courses that you play and the time you get to play rounds just decreases, right? You would think that you'd be able to play more, but you have no time to practice, and it's really, really hard to stay on top of your game while still doing school. So I'll try to get back on top of it this summer. I'll play with you guys, play a bunch of rounds, and we can see where it goes. But I mean, I think I can go out to municipal courses and shoot at par, at least.
Okay.
Where do you mind telling the listeners where you play golf?
Yeah, so I played at Hampton University for, I guess it was like 2.5 years. Got 5 good semesters of golf in. It's in the fall and the spring. A couple of conference championship belts. Actually won one tournament, and I don't know if you guys want to talk about that, but that was a lot of fun. It was right off of summer when I was training with my coach and working on my game 7 days a week. I go back out to school early September, and I win a tournament. So that was pretty awesome.
That's as many wins as Tony Finau, so congrats.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Yeah, maybe you're cursed, Mateo. Maybe you're cursed.
Yeah, I got the trophy.
That's kind of sick.
Speaking of winning, your lowest round in tournaments is 72, even par. But what is your lowest round just like playing and shooting the shit?
Yeah, so I've never really been one to go that low. My lowest round, a couple rounds in high school that stand out. 69, 2 under at Deer Creek.
Nice.
Awesome course. Easy, really, really easy back nine. And then the Broadlands, right? 2 under,
the
70. I won.
I played there. I think I shot
a 5A.
Yeah.
I won a 5A invitational.
Damn.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and then the year before I came in second, but my senior year I won it. It was super fun. A lot of the guys that I played against in high school, they go to top schools and they usually stay in state, which is pretty cool. But not me.
So I don't want to flex. We are pretty similar here. Also a varsity golfer in high school. Do you have a favorite memory from high school golf? Like just either going to a tournament with the boys or a cool place that you've played?
Let's see. One that stands out. My entire high school team went to Arizona to play in a high-level junior tournament, and I didn't go, right? But I got to play, what's it called? The CU Buffs National Course.
Colorado National.
Yeah, we played there a bunch.
Great course.
Colorado National. And they put me in the best group. I was the only Kent Denver kid there. And they put me with, geez, those guys must be playing some crazy schools now. But never mind their names. But the best group, right? I was so nervous. I think I started like double bogey. And then the back nine, I beat a couple of them, like Walker Franklin and a couple guys from like Rawson Valley, just crazy, really, really good one players for their team. And I competed, and they were like really scared of me because they had never seen me. Like, who is this guy? Who's this kid? And that really just stands out because while my team was in Arizona, I took care of business back home and like really, really made the school look good.
That's awesome.
That is dope.
Yeah, Colorado National, great course. Played there a bunch.
Yeah, I think I shot 1 under on that back nine.
Nice.
That's a fun back nine.
What is your favorite course that you played?
Pebble incoming.
It's got to be Pebble.
There it is.
It's Pebble Beach.
There it is. Right on time.
Yeah, I've actually played some awesome courses out on the East Coast. Kiawah Island, the ocean course. I think that's where the PGA Championship's coming.
Yep.
Next year? This year?
This year.
Yeah, so That's where I shot the 102, and then the next round I shot the 78. If you guys want to talk about the
Good
scores in my
contrast. Good
collegiate
contrast.
career.
What's
Yeah.
your favorite hole in Pebble?
I mean, that's what happens when you not 18. I'll tell you that.
What happened on 18?
I struggled on 18. I think I only parred it one time. It's duck hook. You stand there, way in the back, the ocean, 3 sides, and you just can't help but duck hook. I'd say my favorite hole, probably number 8, just because it's a blind tee shot up the par 4, most challenging hole on the course.
It's a great hole.
And then you just look over the edge and you see the small green, ocean on your right, and that's where I have like that really infamous clip of me just sticking it to 3 feet. I'm sure you guys get a chance to see it, or we'll put it up somewhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
a great
that'll
hole.
probably be on our Instagram, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I was like, you could even post that on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram at PinSeekersPod.
Nice plug. Okay. All right, Mateo. So your school suspended their golf programs. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So given that, what are your future plans for golf? Are you thinking about going somewhere else to play, or just finishing out your academic career there?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I've given a lot of thought to it. The moment it happened, my entire team, we were devastated, and a lot of us are at different points in our golf journey, as well as different points in the school itself. I fortunately just had 2 semesters left. Have about 10 classes to take. I have a good agreement with the school itself, and I'll still get everything paid for, and I'll have good involvement with the athletic department still. But that's just me, right? A couple of my teammates transferred, and they transferred to really, really good schools. Towson, Howard, they're playing Division I still and just killing it. It's kind of a bummer to see our program fizzle out like that, but I know that it will be back in the future. And golf is something that you never really stop playing. So I'm not going to stop playing. There's a lot of pressure off of me right now, and I get to just enjoy the game. Work on the game on how I want to work on it. My fitness, less of a swing coach, but more of my feel, and just have fun with it. And that's why this summer I plan to play a lot more with friends. Get out there more, connect, still do a lot of private lessons, and just kind of grow my skills as a teacher, as an ambassador of the game. With that being said, I still have 2 years of eligibility left. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? I hope to go to graduate school, possibly the University of Denver, the one that comes to mind. If that's my goal, then I put in that work, and I hope for the best. I think I can play on that team, and you can just kind of see where it goes. But hopefully I stay local and keep doing my thing here in Denver.
Hey, if you ever need stuff to do, all of us are accepting lessons at this time, so feel free to give us some input.
I essentially need to completely rebuild my swing, is what I've realized in the last 2 months. Go to the range, and I'm like, yeah, this is just not working at all.
Okay. I've rebuilt my own swing, and then up to when I was a freshman in college, I didn't have a swing coach at all. It was just natural and what I felt. So I just watched a lot of videos. I read books on how to generate power, and just have the feels that you need to go out there and shoot your best, combined with the mental aspect of it, and it just all worked out for me. So when I go out there and tell you a few things, I hope that you guys listen. And like Noah did today, it was fantastic. Went out there, had a great range sesh. I saw him beating balls, and eventually I just had to stop him. Right, I said, pick a different club, go for this target, hit a couple balls, choose a different club, go to another target. And then eventually I just got behind him, took a look at a couple of things that I see amateur or bogey golfers struggle with, including coming over the top, and just gave a couple remedies. It's the same thing I would do for my lower level kids.
Whoa!
Wow. Shots fired. Shots fired.
I mean, you guys got to start somewhere.
God damn.
No, I actually had Noah rebuilding his swing to a different swing plane, and it worked
I
out
picked it
today.
up pretty
So
fast, which
we
I
can
was
see
surprised about.
how
But
much he
No,
retains.
the funny thing is I can't really speak because I'm like king of just coming straight over the top of all of my irons. So I can't say shit.
yeah, but mine was a little more subtle, and I have a problem with a lot of. I move my hips forward instead of around. I tend to kind of shift my weight forward, and it really causes me to come over the top. So that's something I got to work on.
Yeah, your hips go toward
Yeah.
the ball. You definitely want to change that. That's called early extension, and it happens a lot.
Speaking of helping Noah, do you have any pieces of advice for people that are either just getting into the game of golf or trying to improve their golf game? Just any little tits or tidbits that you want to get out there.
The best thing I'd say is just to go out there, plan to play 9, plan to play par 3s when you can, right? You're not really going to understand the game or what your game needs to improve until you actually go out into the course. And with that being said, it's also important to make sure you equip yourself with the right things. I work at a golf retail store, Dick's Sporting Goods, and I do a lot of that type of thing where I'll try to sell equipment, but I also want to take care of the customers that we're working with. So if a guy needs a ladies flex shaft because he's having a hard time getting around, that's what we're gonna do for him. You just gotta swallow your pride and find some equipment that'll work for you. That way you stand over the ball with confidence.
Awesome.
All right, let's move on because I wanna pick Mateo's brain on this upcoming tournament that's coming up, the Workday WGC Championship. Different course this year due to COVID-19. Can't go to Mexico, so it's going to be played at the Concession Golf Club in Florida. Mateo, looking at golf from a collegiate athlete perspective and knowing, like, seeing and playing with super good players that maybe some will be on tour one day. Like, how do you dissect who's going to win a tournament and like who's your pick for this week?
Yeah, I mean it's really tough. Like, golf is one of those things where you never know what course is going to fit someone's eye. I think it was McElroy, or pretty sure it's McElroy, talking about the first time he comes to a course, he plays really, really well. And so I look for those guys who maybe not that experienced. It has to do with the mental images in their mind and maybe what they've done in the past. Um, but I mean, other than that, it's a crapshoot in the end, and basically the best putter is going to win most of these tournaments. So with that being said, my pick for this weekend, I was gonna go Tony Finau, but that was before the fun facts from Zach.
Puerto Rico. Puerto
All right.
Rico.
But I think I'm gonna pick Xander Schauffele. He's really, really consistent. He's got a great foundation of a game, and I just like to watch his swing and how he goes about his business. Definitely a guy to watch this weekend.
Damn, you beat me to it. That was gonna be my pick. I was on the same boat with you. He's been playing really well. He recently I saw a fun fact. He's been 16 straight top 25s, and the only other players to ever do it were Tiger and Rory McIlroy. So he's getting up there in really big ways. Top 10 and 16 consecutive is a really big feat. So that's something that he should be able to carry to Florida with him.
Speaking of Xander Schauffele, he declined to come on the podcast, so a little bad blood between us. But hey, it's all good. Professionalism.
We'll get him eventually.
I'm gonna come in with my pick. My pick, while he did play well last week at the Genesis Invitational, my pick is not coming so much from a golf perspective, but from an absolute fucking unit. Just being an absolute unit of a human being. My pick is coming in with Cameron Smith. This man is rocking a fucking mullet. He's rocking a mullet. He's bringing the mullet back.
The Aussie mullet.
It's an absolute fire look. I love it. And he's embracing it. It's not even like he's like doing it as a joke. This man is full out just rocking a mullet, and I love it. I love it.
Oh, he's killing the stash too. His stash game is fantastic. He's killing that look, that entire like kind of, I don't even know. It's like a surfer version of a mullet. because it's like way curlier than like a mullet would be, but it's still like you've got a long, you got business in the front, party in the back. I like it.
Yeah.
As a man who's trying to grow a mullet himself, I respect the grind. I respect the hustle to grow something like that.
You are not trying to grow a mullet.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna plug
Bro.
Mateo's mullet. I thought you were gonna plug Mateo's hair when you said as a man trying to grow a mullet and say
couldn't-
something about Mateo.
I could not give a shit about Mateo's hair. Just watch. In 8 short months, I'm gonna have a fire mullet. I'm gonna be out on the golf course and just
You want
rubbing
to
him, beating Mateo.
This would be our second bet on the podcast if you want to put money on it.
What's the bet?
What was the first bet?
That
I-
he beats you.
What was the
The
first
first
bet?
episode, he bet him that you know what bet Zach that he'd beat him 1 round this summer.
I said I bet that Noah would not beat me in 1 round this summer.
What do you think? Do you think I can beat him in 1 round, Mateo, after seeing me play?
If you work with me, yes,
All right,
I'll get you there.
it's happening. Zach, you're
I'm not
fucked.
worried. I'm not worried at all.
worried.
I can go out and beat Mateo. No doubt about it.
Zach,
will
what if I
put
played like I
money-
did if I was playing on the sim?
It's never gonna happen. So don't even hope for it.
Hey,
Zach,
man can dream.
I will put money on you. I will put $180 on you not fucking growing a mullet.
You're
I will
definitely
not
gonna
take that bet.
you're definitely gonna get a haircut in like the next like week.
Yeah, you're gonna
There's no
see how
shot I'm taking
fucking
that bet.
ugly you look, and you're gonna get a haircut.
I can't get uglier, so I'm not too worried about it, bro.
I mean, fair.
I'm not-
Fair.
I'm
Fair. I'm not gonna comment, but fair.
I'm not gonna take the bet because it's very, very possible I get a haircut soon. But just watch.
Yeah, that's not happening. Just right now, I'm
Bro,
saying
Mateo
it's
just
never
being a
happening.
straight vape god on the pod is awesome.
Absolutely,
Most for us, my guy.
absolutely.
All right, it's
unit.
CBD. It's almost bedtime. CBD helps me relax.
Hey, CBD's clutch.
Do you take CBD when you play?
I should try that.
I was thinking about doing that. I was thinking about doing that, and I wanted to know some
I should try that.
experiences.
CBD's great. It feels so good.
Yeah, I don't know if I tried it. I've
For, like,
actually,
muscle pain and
I
stuff like
usually
that.
actually play with.
It just
Yeah,
chills
it's
you out.
it's really good too because I
too.
work out like every day. But I usually take caffeine while I play. I don't know if you guys
No.
do the same.
I usually
Zach
drink.
does.
Pre-workout.
Zach doesn't hit the course without a Red Bull. He's always either like
That's not
hungover
good.
or he's like it's too early for him, so he gets up and he like has a Red Bull. I've never seen him without a Red Bull on the course.
Give me a Red Bull, give me on the course, and I'm chilling.
I have a Red Bull before every round, but on the course, it's either alcohol or nothing.
Or water.
Yeah, not water.
Give me an ice cold White Claw, a hot dog, and some Doritos on the
Dude,
turn,
at the turn.
and we're chilling.
Dude, yeah. Hot dogs at the turn. Every single time we get a hot dog at the turn, all of us finish it before we get off the 10th tee box. Like it's
100%.
next level.
I scarf that shit down 100%. All right, Zach,
why-
what's your pick?
My pick.
And it sits in your stomach and you block the 10th tee shot.
Yeah, but it would have been a block either way, either if I ate the glizzy or not. So
I'm coming in back-to-back picks that are going to be correct. Kevin Kisner. He's a phenomenal player. He's lights out. He's one of the funniest guys on tour. He's a cool guy. He has 2 seconds in the World Golf Championships, so I think he's going to come out with his first win here.
Wow. If you're right about this,
wait,
I don't even know. Man.
he came second in the match play though, didn't he? Not in WGC Mexico.
He won the match play and has 2 seconds in the actual tournament.
Okay. Who did he beat in the match play? Tiger, right?
I have no idea.
He beat Tiger in one of those rounds.
It's possible.
Regardless,
yeah, I mean,
that's a solid pick.
thank you.
That's a respectable pick. I have no idea if you're going to be right, like you were with Max Homa, which is kind of nuts, because he was like actually like a dark horse on the Riviera.
Max
but
Homa
you never know.
representing the Jewish population. Shout out to Max Homa. I love him.
Oh, bonus pick coming from me because no one else wanted to. The Puerto Rico Open, KH Lee coming in to steal the dub.
Dude,
So I'm
KH
gonna
Lee
go-
is good.
I'm going 2 for 2 this week. Don't come at me.
KH Lee is
If
really
you really
fucking
want
good.
me to make a pick, I'll make a pick. I will. Oh my God, Smiley Kaufman's playing. Oh, I'm going Smiley Kaufman. That man's a beast. Smiley Kaufman for the Puerto Rico Open.
I'll take that. That's a good pick.
If he wins, bro,
He's not going to win. I don't think he's. I think he's missed more cuts than he's made. I'm pretty sure. So
if he wins, Evan gives Noah head.
Yes.
That's the third bet of our podcast.
Not happening.
I just want to say thank you guys for having me on. It's super awesome to get the chance to, talk about my own game, but also help other people understand the game and, develop their own love for it. If you guys need me, I'm local. You guys can reach out. I definitely plan to promote the podcast to all my friends, all my teammates, anyone in the industry. I love you guys. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Appreciate
the time.
All right, that will do it for episode 3 of the Pin Seekers podcast. Big episode, our first guest that we had on, and I think it was a big success. That man is an absolute beast. I've seen him on the range. I've seen him play. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Pin Seekers Pod, Instagram, Twitter, all the works. And use code SEEKER15 on rowback.com for 15% off your first order. And with that being said, have a good day, guys.
See you next year.
Have a good one.